Hey everyone, today we're playing a real gem. It's a horror game called After 3 a.m. In this game, after a terrible incident at our previous job, we moved into a rented cabin not too far from the city. However, lately, there have been more and more attacks from some terrifying monsters. Our goal is pretty simple: get out of this place, and most importantly, don't die. So let's see what happens. Let's get into it. We just ran into an abandoned campsite. I wonder what happened to the owner of all this stuff. It looks pretty old, so it seems like they either never came back for it, or something much worse happened. We checked the car to see if there was anything useful inside, and we found a note from John Borson. He says that some kind of creatures have been getting stronger at night, and he's already run out of ammunition. That's really unsettling. After wandering around for what felt like forever, we finally found a drivable car. But of course, there was a catch. We needed to find an engine and some gas first. So we headed to a restricted area to look for them. Vilka actually found a key inside an abandoned campfire. So let's see what's hiding behind that restricted area. There was a huge barn inside the restricted area, and somehow our engine was left hanging from a crane inside. But without electricity, we couldn't lower the crane and get our engine back. So we had no choice but to start looking for a fuse to power the barn. Once we get the electricity back, we can lower the crane, grab everything we need, and hopefully get out of this city. Once I got the engine, we decided it was finally time to leave. We looked around the area and, honestly, there was nothing else to do here. Oh my god! That jump scare was absolutely terrifying. We installed the engine, filled the car with gas, and finally decided it was time to get out of here. This place is seriously freaking me out. Let's just get in the car and get as far away from here as possible. Turns out, when the engine was being lowered, a key came down with it too. I completely missed it, but luckily, Vilka noticed it. So let's see what's hiding behind yet another mysterious locked area. Wait, is that a house? But why was it locked up inside this restricted area? This place is getting more and more terrifying with every minute. Guys, remember that note I mentioned earlier? It was from 1950. Well, I just found some news reports from 1984, and people are still seeing that shadow. But apparently, it's gotten even stronger. They say it can easily break down doors, smash windows, and kill anyone in its path without even trying. But the Daily News doesn't seem to believe any of this. They're telling everyone to stay calm while the police investigate the situation. But honestly, I feel like the government doesn't want this getting out. But why? Luckily, the rumors spread pretty quickly, and hopefully, everyone who wanted to leave managed to get out of the city. Because whatever that thing is, it definitely doesn't sound like something you want to meet at night. Vilka found a repair kit, and honestly, this is a really useful item. When monsters attack you while you're in the car, they start damaging it, and even when you're not inside, they can still attack the car. So we used the repair kit to fix our car, and make sure we'd always have a working vehicle to escape with. Surprisingly, one repair kit lasted us for the entire game. I think there's a chance you can find another one too, but luckily, we only needed this one. We arrived at the Jar Hits FM radio tower. And here's a little tip. Don't drive back and forth between locations like we did in our last game. Make sure you fully explore this radio station, because there's a code hidden here that you'll need later in another location. The code is different in every game, so don't use mine as a reference. Also, there are a lot of small boxes scattered around this area that are really easy to miss. So keep your eyes open and explore carefully if you want to collect all the loot on this territory. We arrived at the lookout tower, and on the table we found another note. But this one is from 2008. It looks like the person who wrote it disappeared. What the hell is going on in this city? These monsters have been attacking this place for over 60 years. That's absolutely insane. But I think I'm starting to put together a theory. The person who wrote the note says that a guy named John offered him a job. And we already know one John from the campsite. Could this actually mean that the John from the campsite became one of the monsters? Maybe he can transform into a human, attack people, and then go back to his normal form. But somehow, he left himself an alibi at the campsite. Yeah, I know I sound completely crazy right now. But come on, think about it. The pieces kind of fit. We arrived at the blocked Tunnel to Myrtle Grove East. And this is exactly why I told you to pay attention at the radio station. You need to find the code, then go to the lookout tower and grab the axe. After that, you have to come all the way back to the tunnel because there's a gear inside that we really need. Unfortunately, there's no way for us to clear the entire tunnel and escape through here. But don't worry, there is another way out, and you see it for yourselves. If you're thinking, what kind of horror game is this if there are barely any jump scares? Trust me, they're here. Here's one of them. Not all of them make it into the video, but there are actually quite a lot of jump scares in this game. And they always happen when you least expect them. But now, we're finally heading to freedom. I'm honestly really looking forward to this moment, because this game has kept us on edge the entire time. So, let's get out of here. We beat the game! I'm honestly so happy we managed to make it out. This game was both really fun and genuinely terrifying to play, but I'm glad we made it to the end. A huge thank you to Ethan the Grand 14 for creating this game, and of course, thank you so much for watching. I hope you had as much fun and got as scared as we did. Let us know what you think about the game in the comments. Would you like to see more horror games like this on the channel? Your opinion really means a lot to us. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone!